begin with developing news tonight. Two teenage suspects are in custody following a series of drive-by shootings in Austin that injured 4 people. But a third suspect is still at large after a chase led police to Manor. Fox 7's Marco Bittnell has been following this investigation throughout the day. He joins us live from Manor with the very latest. Marco.
Alec, well, more than 5 hours later, the search for this suspect still continues. We're at a gas station along FM 973 here in Manor, and this was used as a sort of staging grounds in that search for the suspect. You can see some of these awesome police SWAT vehicles behind me that were a part of that search effort. But now this area is starting to clear out, as one officer just told us not too long ago, that they've searched this area thoroughly and they are now confident that the suspect is no longer in this area. Of course, this is all in connection to that series of shootings across Austin, which left multiple people injured. Now, those shootings first began yesterday afternoon and then stretched into today, with over 12 separate incidents reported across Austin. 4 people have been injured, with one of them considered life-threatening. 2 Austin fire stations were also shot up as well. APD announced earlier today that they are on the search for 2 Hispanic teenage suspects believed to be behind those shootings. It was then this afternoon that one of the vehicles being used by the suspects was seen in Manor. That vehicle then led police on a chase before crashing in a field along FM 973 and Suncrest Road. 3 people fled that car, with 2 of them eventually being taken into custody. The third suspect still hasn't been found, and a perimeter spanning multiple neighborhoods was set up to locate them. That involves SWAT teams, a police helicopter, and dozens of officers from different agencies coming together as a part of that search. But even with that massive police presence, that third suspect still remains at large.
The possibilities are endless. He could be in a shed, he could be under a car, he could be in a drainage ditch, but there's also the possibility that this individual was picked up by somebody else. So there are many possibilities, but at the end of the day, we're going to do our due diligence to try to sweep and see if this person is still laying down or hidden somewhere here in our area.
We're also learning more about the 2 suspects which were detained earlier. APD says they were 15 and 17 years old. One of them had a warrant out for him for theft of a gun, while the 15-year-old had just stolen a gun from a store on Saturday. Those 2 went on a spree of shooting and robbing, and it's unclear when the third individual got involved that's now being looked for. Now, it was around 8 o'clock when we got the notification that the police presence over here in Manor was beginning to clear out. Like I mentioned earlier, we talked to one of those APD officers as they were leaving the scene over here. They said that they had searched this area very extensively and were pretty confident that this suspect was no longer in this area. We got off the phone with the APD as well not too long ago, or just a few minutes ago actually, and they confirmed to us that that suspect still has not been found. Alec.
And Marco, listening to APD's press conference earlier, certainly framed as a successful containment, but as you've mentioned, we still have a third suspect at large. So how concerned does Manor Police sound at this point, APD at this point?
Well, we talked to them a little bit earlier in that press conference, and I mean, you even heard it there in that soundbite as well. I mean, the possibilities are endless on where this suspect could be, and we've also asked the police chief as well if they had a description of that suspect as well, and they said they didn't have a description either, so it's unclear, what the suspect could possibly even look like. We're still pushing to get some of those details as of right now.
Marco Bittnell live in Manor. Thank you.